What's up, everyone? In this video I'm going to be trying to make my own DIY like rear Lexan window or polycarbonate rear window for the Z. Pretty much I'm just going to break out the rear glass window and we're going to cut some Lexan sheets that I found and make some rear windows for the Z. Before I do that, I'm going to try to make a little template mold with this big cardboard box that I have. Just pretty much gonna lay it here and try to cut like the shape out of it and make the window so that I can use that to cut the sheets of Lexan. I actually got really lucky and I ended up finding two huge sheets of Lexan or polycarbonate, whatever you want to call it, in the garbage, and it's like the perfect size for me to use to cut and make it for the window of the Z. Hopefully if I don't mess up the first one, I have a spare one and I can use it for some side windows or maybe even the 240 or I don't know, whatever I can think of using it on. So let's see, hopefully it turns out good. They are really light, so hopefully that saves a little bit of weight also. And I don't know, I'm just really doing it just because it's gonna be cool. So let's see how it turns out. I'm gonna start cutting that cardboard box and I'm trying to make a mold. So I'll show you guys when I have the mold made and we'll start cutting up those sheets. All right, so before I start making that mold, actually, I have to take this little squirter out. So I just opened the trunk up and I started popping out all the panels. I took out the panels that were on there and I'm about to take out the rear light so that I can take the window out or break it out because I don't feel like taking it out. It's just too much work to do it the normal way. So yeah, I'm just gonna end up breaking this window out. All right, let me just finish taking the light out and I'll show you guys once I'm done making the template. All right, so I made some molds. This was the first one. It was a little bit ghetto, so I remade it using that one as a template, and this one came out a lot better. Needs a little bit of adjustments like on the edges here that I'll just make it a little bigger on the Lexan and then hopefully just sand it down smooth and get it round and nice. But that's essentially what I need right there. That's the shape. So now the next step is break this rear window. So let me find something. I'm probably just gonna try throwing something at it. Maybe I'll just break some spark plugs. Yeah, I might just break some plugs and we'll throw it at the window and see how that works. Let me try that out. We'll test this out. All right, so I got some spark plug pieces and I'm gonna try to throw it at the window and see if it breaks. It should work, hopefully. Let's see. And it worked. So that's easy. It broke the window completely. Holy shit. That's gonna be a lot easier now to take out. That's crazy. Bro, if you guys ever wondered, spark plugs do break the window. Alright, let me clean this up. Alright, so we got most of the glass cleaned up from the inside of the car. Now it's just taking this seal off and getting the rest of the edges cleaned up. So I have this little scraper and I'm pretty much just scraping it out. It's gonna be a long process, but I gotta go all the way around and get all of that out. So let me do that and I'll show you guys in a little bit once I'm done with that. All right, so we got the window all cleaned up and here's the Lexan sheet. And I got my mold over here. About to just put it on and then draw it out and cut it. So let me draw it out. I'll show you guys that and then I'll start cutting. All right, so I made the line pretty much of where it has to go all the way around. I'm gonna just do it, and if anything I'll trim it around later. I'm about to cut a piece off right here so I can save this section and just start working on the cut. So let me start cutting. All right, so we got it cut out. It's not the smoothest cut, but it looks pretty good. Let's try it out and see how it works. Oh, it fits all right. Need to just trim it now and like make it smooth and round. It's a little big here, so might have to cut this, but it fits. Let me get started on smoothing it out and seeing how good we can make it fit. All right, so I had to run to the store to get some sandpaper because I started doing it with the one that I had and it worked a little, but it was just too light of a grit. It was like 220, so it wasn't really doing much. It started to get dark, but luckily I have this light right here. And before we install it, I'm gonna spray paint like the bottom part where the glass is gonna go black all the way around. Hopefully that kind of gives me like a trim of where it used to kind of have like the black tint going all the way around. So hopefully it stays kind of black and looks a little bit better. If it looks pretty ghetto, I'm gonna try to have someone tint like around and make like a little shape, but I don't know how that's gonna work. So let's just spray paint it and then I'm gonna continue to smooth it out. I'll show you guys once it's painted. All right, so we got it all painted. Can't really see it because it's dark, but it looks decent. Hopefully it resembles like the outline, like I said. So let's let this dry and I'm gonna continue to sand this and make it smooth all the way around. All right, so pretty much done smoothing it out. It looks pretty good, I think. It's hard for you guys to tell in the video, but it's like really round and nice and smooth. There's no sharp edges. You can touch it all the way around without cutting yourself. So let's lay it on there and see how it fits. All right, so it fit really good. It's like perfect almost. It's like a tiny bit too long. As you can see right there, I'm gonna have to cut like that much off the top and just sand it down all the way. But it fit really good. All right, let me take this back off and I'm gonna cut this again and then we should be able to bolt it down. Let's cut it, sand it, and then we'll put it back on. All right, so we got it to fit really good. I already started to bolt down this side. I used some like sealant to put it in here. Hopefully water doesn't go inside. It doesn't look the best. I should have just left it, but hopefully when it dries out, it gets really black and then it looks a little bit better. But that's pretty much it. Just gonna finish bolting it down and then I'll show you guys once I'm done. All right, so here it is. We finished it and got it all in the car. These little things are just from drilling it out, so we got to clean it up a little bit better, but it's in and it fits really good. The only thing that turned out really ghetto that I didn't like is I put some silicone sealant right here and it's like silver, it's not black. Hopefully when it dries it becomes black, or at least darker than that, and it just looks better. If not, I'm gonna try to get some vinyl and like maybe wrap around the edge and try to make it look like OEM with that like tinted part going around. If not, then it's whatever, it works and I think it looks cool. Let me do a little walk around it so you guys can see it a little bit better. The window is really scratched, and that's how I originally got it. It's not really deep stuff, but hopefully I can polish it out and make it look really shiny. Like I said, this looks really ghetto. I don't like that silicone under it. I should have just left it black. It probably would have looked a little bit better from farther away. But that's pretty much it. So that's how I made my own plexiglass rear windows, Lexan, polycarbonate, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, it's really not that hard to make. You just have to get a sheet of Lexan and cut it out to the size that you need and make it fit. So hopefully you guys liked the video, and please subscribe to my videos. Check back for other videos soon. I'm going to be making a lot of videos about my Z, my 240, and just other cars that I get to work on and stuff like that. So check it out. Hopefully you guys like my videos. Like I said, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you can. Thank you for watching.